it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun, Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 16-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him.
Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Chiefs add a considerable return onto the interception. They're going to take over inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I could still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Return.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Get it.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So that clock's going to run as he takes a knee. We'll see if the defense wants to burn a timeout and preserve some of it. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Return coming from the 6. A reverse on the opening kickoff. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Tag. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Huh.
Design bootleg here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over after the interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds his man, Gray. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go.
Off the play fake, Brissett. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready.
2nd down. Here's Brissett again. He puts everything behind this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. That one right down the middle. And the Titans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They give it to him again. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me. Type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back to the well again. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the shotgun, Brissett. He finds Johnson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Working quickly here. From the 31. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 3rd down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Throwing on the run, deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to get this down to the 36. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing.
Ready?
1st down, ball at the 36.
Let's go now.
Trying down the middle with Henry. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain.
Hey, let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8.
Ready?
Going play action here, Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Here we go. The Titans setting up for a big 2-point attempt.
Let's
The
go.
Titans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And he runs into some big bodies, and he's stopped right at the line. They got a touchdown, but that is only half the job. Still got to get this kick back and score another. And the Chiefs cover off the kick. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Chiefs holding a 4-point lead. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Back to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.